Two monks are walking together. It's been a long journey. Their robes are dusty. Their minds are quiet. They come to a river. The water is fast, cold, and unforgiving. At the edge stands a woman. She cannot cross alone. Now understand the weight of this moment. These monks have taken vows. They are forbidden from touching women. One monk pauses, the other does not, without ceremony, without debate, without inner conflict. He lifts the woman onto his shoulders and carries her across the river. He sets her down on the other side, and she thanks him, and they part ways. The monks continue walking. Silence. Minutes pass. Miles. Hours. Finally, the second monk can no longer contain himself. "How could you do that?" he says. "We are forbidden from touching women." The first monk stops and looks at him and replies, "I put the woman down at the river. Why are you still carrying her?" Most people hear this koan and think it's about rules, or morality, or hypocrisy. It's not. This koan isn't about the woman. It's about time, about weight, about psychological residue. One monk carried a body for 30 seconds. The other carried a story for hours. One let go and the other rehearsed. And you already know which one is more exhausted. Now this becomes uncomfortable because you are carrying something. Something said to you last week. A look, a comment, a rejection, a message you keep replaying. You cross the river, but you never put it down, or her down, in relation to the koan. You're still carrying old arguments, imagined conversations, resentments, self-judgments. I should have said this. You're walking forward in time, while dragging yesterday on your back. And you call this thinking. Zen calls it attachment. Modern psychology has a name for this: rumination. The nervous system doesn't know the difference between a memory vividly replayed and a threat happening now. So every time you replay the moment, your body crosses the river again. Heart rate, muscle tension, stress hormones. You're not reflecting, you're reliving. The first monk acted fully and then released. The second monk never acted but never released either, and this is how most people live. So imagine this: every unresolved moment is a stone. Every judgment is a stone. Every they shouldn't have and every I shouldn't have. Stone, stone, stone. You don't notice it at first. You just feel tired, unmotivated, heavy, burnt out, and you say, "I don't know what's wrong with me." Zen says you're carrying too much. And here's the deeper layer. The second monk wasn't upset about the rule. He was upset that reality didn't match his identity. "I would never do that, so why did you?" Judgment is what happens when your self-image feels threatened. The first monk responded to the moment. The second monk responded to the idea of himself. One was present, one was performing. So close your eyes, if you're not driving that is, and picture the last thing you're still carrying. The comment, the person, the failure, the embarrassment. Now imagine setting it down on the ground, not fixing it, not justifying it, not forgiving it, just setting it down. Notice what the body does. That resistance you feel, that's the identity loosening. The lesson is not don't care. It's not ignore rules. It's not be morally flexible. The lesson is brutally simple. Act fully when the moment requires it, and release fully when the moment ends. Most people do neither. They hesitate in action and cling afterwards. That's the worst combination. Life is a series of rivers, moments that require you to speak, decide, act, help, and then walk away. And then, even more so, to let go. And if you don't let go, you don't stay wise. You stay heavy. The first monk was free because he trusted the present. The second monk was trapped because he trusted his judgment more than reality. So here's the question that matters. What have you already crossed that you are still carrying? Put it down. The river is behind you, and you're tired for no reason.